landing and some stairs to go with this deck. And I'm with Dave Lombardo and his crew from American Deck. Dave, what's the first step here?
Well, Teresa, the first thing we've done is we've attached our ledger board to the existing deck frame. We've got about 5 lag bolts holding it in place.
Well, I see you've already dug your footers and you've poured the concrete.
Exactly. We've done 2 holes, and these are going to be for the main support posts of the landing. They're 16 inches in width and they're 32 inches in depth. They need to be at least 30 to meet the local frost line code.
That's so that your post doesn't rise up.
Exactly.
Okay. So what's next?
Well, Johnny, come on in here. We're going to put the side plate on, and we're going to try to level it off and tee it off.
And you're using pressure-treated wood for the structure. Can you explain to the viewers why that's important?
Locally in this region, all exterior framing is done with pressure-treated lumber, and that's to prevent water, rot, and insect infestation.
Okay.
Johnny, you got your level?
Yes, I do.
The landing will extend 58 inches from the deck, but first it has to be leveled and secured. Dave and Johnny are stringing a line from the side of the deck to square off the landing to the deck frame.
Okay, Johnny, see if you can tie that off. Okay, Johnny, we got to go out a good bit. Come on out, right? Come back in a hair. Okay, there you go. That's perfect, Johnny.
A temporary support board is nailed to the deck frame to keep the landing perfectly squared.
All right, we've got it racked. Now we can set our inside joists and keep on rolling.
The inside joists already have metal hangers attached to the end, so you can easily nail them to the frame. Dave measures the height of the 4x4 post where notches will be cut to support the landing. The weight of the entire landing and stairs will rest on these notches. They're dropped into place, leveled, and secured.
This post is rated to be in the soil at least 20 years. It's a treated post, fully treated, and the dirt's not going to hurt it.
The second post is put into place, and both footers are filled with dirt, and now the posts are set. Holes are drilled for each post, then the post will be bolted to the landing frame. Dave's getting ready to cut the stringers for our steps, and the first thing that you'll want to do is crown the wood.
Exactly, Teresa. Today we're using a 2x12 pressure-treated lumber as our stringer. To crown the lumber, you need to lift it up. You need to check the top and the bottom to verify that the crown's going up. You're looking for the bowed lumber, the bowed part of the lumber, to be facing up, because that's the side you're going to cut. I'm going to start by just marking it in place here as the side I will cut.
Okay, and then you can use a framing square to mark for your rise and your runs. Here you go.
Exactly. Your rise is the vertical or the back portion of your step. The run is the flat part or the step, the part that you walk on. Today I'm going to be using what we call a framing square to actually lay out my rise and run. I have a 7 3/4 inch rise and a 10 1/2 inch run. I'm just going to mark it. The framing square I've put step clips on to keep it exactly in place. As I go down the board, I need to mark the entire stringer out. After I've marked the entire stringer, I'll be ready to cut the lumber.
Now it's time for the step supports to be mounted to the landing. Dave and Johnny line up the support. They'll use the string again to make sure the support is straight, and then nail it into place. The stairway is 42 inches wide. 4-inch lag bolts are drilled into the 4x4 post to hold the supports in place. The second support is mounted in place, and the same process is repeated. Dave is making sure the stairs are level after each adjustment. A 2x4 has been nailed at the base to keep the supports a uniform width apart. Since we are using Trex decking for the step boards, we're going to add a third stair support for extra strength. 1x6 Trex boards have already been nailed to the outside of the supports to hide the exposed wood. At the top, 4x4 blocks are bolted to the landing frame. Then the supports are bolted onto the 4x4s. Trex 1x6s are screwed into the rise of each step. It's a good idea to pre-drill the holes before screwing them in. And a 1-inch Trex board is placed below the rise to fill in the gap. The Trex steps are 2x6 boards, and we're using 2 boards for each step. 2 more footers have been dug, and we'll use 4x4 posts again to give the stairs added support at the halfway point.
Shoot. And shoot.
Johnny is using 2x4 Trex boards for the rails on the top and bottom. Trex deck boards are used to cover all exposed wood to give the stairs a complete Trex look. Trex Easy Care decking. It looks like wood, but it's a bit heavier and much denser. It's a material made of 50% sawdust and 50% recycled grocery bags. And yet, it's easy to work with. Any tool or saw you use on wood will work on Trex. Trex is also a non-slip surface. You will not get splinters from it. This 2x4 sure has been a great time saver for these pickets.
It sure has, Teresa. The building code is 4 inches maximum spacing allowed on a railing system for safety issues. And we're using this spacer block to give us a 3.5-inch spacing to exceed code. And all we do is we set it in place, we set our picket exactly where we want it, and drive it in. Come on down, set it in. Pull that block out. Same thing, we're just going to get it set just where we want it. Right about there. That's perfect. Drive it down. Now we're ready to set our cap.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
The last step is to attach the Trex to the rail caps. These have been pre-cut and the edges have been routed to give the railings a nice smooth appearance. Well, Dave, you and your crew did a wonderful job on this stairway. It's beautiful.
Well, thank you, Teresa. One of the best features about Trex is the fact that it will never splinter. It's never going to rot, crack, split. It's an easy care product. You're never going to have to seal it. And you know, it's just going to look better with age.
Plus, it's what the homeowners wanted so that it would give them easy access to the deck. And it's good for safety reasons.
Exactly.
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
For more information on the Trex material, you can contact us on the internet at michaelholligan.com.